old historical town called Bardejov, and this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And I'm in the center of Old Town, which has been recognized by UNESCO, as I mentioned, and it's a beautiful Monday morning. There are no people here, no tourists to speak of, so that's a perfect time for exploration. So first let's look at this very interesting church that is actually kind of in the square, in the middle of the square, not at the side as is usually the case. And I see right here they say museum entrance from the other side. So let's go to the other side and let's have a look. In the square there is no asphalt, no concrete, cobbled stones, which is very cool. And this looks really old. I can tell you that. Hopefully we will find out in front how old it is. So here we go. I thought it was a church, but I was mistaken. Here they say it is the old town hall, a two-story building from 1505-1509 with tall late Gothic gables and saddle roof. So they say this bell on the left was made in 1584, and this one on the right is even older. It's a Gothic church bell from 1486. Very old indeed. And here, when you look at it, the local government was sitting in this building facing the cathedral right here. And as I said, let's go in, let's check it out. Okay, here they say Basilica of Saint Egidius is a world unique place, and inside you will find 11 original Gothic altars from the 15th century, and they want €4 to get in and to go to the tower, and on top of that for camera €2. So we are looking at €6. Okay, hopefully they will take credit cards. I don't have any change, I think. This church of Saint Egidius is the most important monument on the principal square here in the city of Bardejov, and it is part of the UNESCO World Cultural and Natural Heritage. The construction of this church started at the beginning of the 15th century, probably at the site of the monastery. It was conceived as a majestic Gothic basilica with 3 naves. The main nave and the church were completed a little over 500 years ago. The generally simple architecture of the church contains many valuable details and artistic works. In the set of 11 late Gothic wing altars built in the period between 1460 and 1520, the side altar of Nativity of the Lord is considered the most valuable, and some of the statues are considered the top wood carving work in Slovakia. Actually, in medieval times, this region was very famous for wood carving, and it is certainly reflected in here. Just look around at all the carvings and decorations. Even the pews are very elaborate. And by the way, Pope John Paul II promoted the Church of St. Egidius to Basilica Minor in 2001. So here we go, walking up the stairs to the tower, and well-worn steps. I forgot to count how many steps. We will see. Bells, and one of them is still moving, the one in the back, because they were ringing. Let's try to go even higher. I think there should be something like a balcony from which we can see the town. And we still have a way to go up. Ooh, we will go out. Down below is the town square from which I have just come. That building is the museum, and in previous life it was a town hall. And the square is really nice. The houses are beautifully restored and maintained. Very nice red roofs. And over there, that church is a Franciscan monastery where I have parked my car. So let's walk around. This is not a big town. I think around 20,000 or something people live here. You see the new town or contemporary town, those buildings in front of us over there. But this is historical center, and you can see the town is not huge and is surrounded by beautiful green hills with meadows and trees. Really, a really charming town. I think it definitely deserves to be on UNESCO World Heritage List. I was just told that it's 182 stairs up, and he said almost a year up and down, 2 times 182, without one missing step. Okay, so now we can walk around to the top of the square, and we can admire the houses of the rich merchants who build them, and maybe landowners. Basically, rich folks build houses around the square. What I like about this is, about this town, about this square, even though it's historical, even though people, I believe, do come here, it's, for one thing, it's not overcrowded, and even though they have some shops for tourists, this is called Joker Souvenirs. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see what they have, but it's definitely not full of tacky
garbage, tourist garbage that you see in Prague. No tourist shops, no tardelník, no scams here. It really is, I would say, touched very lightly by the tourist industry. And over there you can see the bell tower where we were, right below the roof. That's where we walked around. And the current mayor of the city is this gentleman, medical doctor. And when I look at all those people here that comprise the city government and elected officials and stuff, there is like 25 of them. Almost all of them have some academic degree, evidently educated people. But out of those 25, I see only 1, 2 women. Majority is men. Interesting. Ladies here don't want to get elected, or men are the winners in elections. Difficult to say. Very favorite department everywhere in the world. Controller of the city, Department of Taxes and Fees. Yeah, that must be the favorite department in every city in the world. Another place, burger place, Chewy Burger, in a historical building, but it's only, I think, second one on the whole square, so not so bad at all. Oh, I wanted to show you the executioner over there, kind of in close proximity to the Department of Taxes and Fees. So I guess if you didn't pay, they just executed you here and done with the nasty business of collecting money from the working folks. Game over. And it looks like it's a really popular place. Look how shiny it is. So I will continue towards the Franciscan monastery. Oh, one thing, I have parked my car at their parking lot next to the church, and they also have there, I think, a place where they sell stuff I'm interested in. And no, I'm not talking about some religious memorabilia. They have coffee there for sale, so who wouldn't want to have a nice cup of coffee after a pleasant walk in a beautiful town like this? And let's check out what do they have on the menu. Food. Duck breast, some beef stuff, some local food, regional, which I had yesterday evening, steak, fish fillet, okay, and broccoli soup, if you are into that stuff. Okay, so here it says coffee place, coffee and cake. So that's in front. And on the right they have Assisi restaurant. I think it's named after Francis of Assisi, an Italian saint, priest, founder of the Franciscan religious order. Before I become lazy and sit down to have coffee, I should first look around. Okay. The monastery bastion, the three-story structure with a circle ground plan from the 15th century. Ah, okay. Anyway, I think my little tour of historical Bardejov in eastern Slovakia came to an end. So thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed it.